What is up, K-Mafia? It's your girl Lokita, and I'm back with another video. If you're new to the family, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and click that notification bell so you won't miss another video. Now, as you can see by the title, and if you're new, we're going to be doing a small talk episode 4. Like I said, if you're new, I had done them in the past, but I stopped doing them. I don't even know why, but I was in another zone, world, whatever. But we're back to them. So this is small talk episode 4. And we'll be discussing how I juggle school, work, and a social life. And I'm going to give you tips on how I do it, and hopefully these tips help you, especially right now with everything going on. And it's just something that I think needs to be talked about. So without further ado, let's get into this video. I'm going to get started. So I'm going to do a recap from last semester, because last semester was really hard juggling all this stuff. And I'm going to tell y'all why. So let's get started from last semester. So last semester, I had 3 jobs. And I was going to school Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Like I said, I had 3 jobs. And, you know, my social life, family, whatever. So, with me having 3 jobs, one of them was at after school program. Another one was at American Eagle. And the other, I wasn't in my hometown on weekends. But it was only for a month of November. And so that was like really hard, because I'm like, I got to take my homework with me, and I'm at job for the weekend. So I'm going to just will it in and tell y'all what was going on. So, like I said, I had 4 classes, right? No, I had 3 classes, but I was going to them Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So I had that. Work was killing me, because not only did I work every day during the weekday, but I worked every weekend. Even like I said, when I was gone for that month of November, before that, I was working every weekend. So when I was working every weekend, I was getting off at like 12. And on Sundays, I was getting off at 6, because that's when the mall closed. So, like, there's times where I had to take my schoolwork with me to work. And, like, people would ask me, like, I would take my schoolwork to American Eagle. People would ask me, like, you know, you doing homework and you on break? I'm like, yeah. She was like, one girl was like, yeah, we are not the same, because I wasn't doing my homework on break. I'm like, listen, I graduate soon. I ain't trying to miss out on nothing. So I would take my homework with me. I would like just make sure I'm on my stuff. And then even before I would go to work or something, I would stay at my school, do like little assignments, or at least start them, so like when I get home, I can finish them. I'm recording. And you do it on the floor. So like I said, I will start my assignments or get halfway so I can finish them at home, whatever, and stuff like that. But like working 3 jobs, going to school, and having a social life, like being that I worked every weekend, I literally was not going out unless it was like on a weekday, because I got off at 6 on a weekday. So, and my assignment I had to have my assignment done before I go out, because if I party too hard, it's not gonna get done the next day. So I would try and have my assignments done, or I will have my assignments done before I go out, because I mean, I had no weekends to myself. Then like if I get off at 12, it's like I gotta go home, get ready, whatever, and you know, clubs and stuff close out too. So it's like there's really, like, I feel like there was really no point. So I literally had to make time for my friends. Like I'm like, all right, cool, I don't got class this day, or a class was canceled. All right, I got time, I could go out, whatever, and do what I have to do to make time for my friends and family, because I literally couldn't make time. I literally didn't have time, and it was just so frustrating that I worked myself like that, and it was just crazy. So we're going to fast forward to this semester. It's going really smooth. Like before all this happened, like work, and school's going real smooth. Like I would take my homework to work, like while kids was doing their homework, you know. I would take my homework to work. A lot of times being that like I would have school, and then like usually right after that I have work, I will stay out of school, wait till it's time to catch my bus or whatever, or my dad will pick me up, and I would just do my assignments while I'm out of school until it's time for me to go to work. Because that's how, like, instead of me coming home and having to go straight to work, because I know once I come home, I'm not going to do that assignment right now. So I would just stay out of school, do my work, whatever, and go to work after that. And it's still hard, going to school, work, could you be tired and then you still having a social life. So we're going to go through the tips now of how to juggle everything. So I wrote little bullets down, whatever, of the main points I'm going to get to in this video. And the first main point is like, you have to have a great support system, because they're the only people that will understand that you can't go out right now, you're at work, you got other things planned. They're the only people that will understand. They're the only people that's going to push you to do your work. You feel me? Like, before I go out, have fun, whatever, the first thing my boyfriend would tell me, like, is your work done? Did you start your work? Like, even my friends, oh sis, you got your work done? Like, do you need help on assignment or whatever? Like, I have people that's willing to help me on my assignments. I have people that's willing to make sure my work is done and everything. Like, you have to have that solid support system. Especially, like, even, like, YouTube is like a job, too. So, like, even doing YouTube, you got to plan out videos. You have to edit your videos. You got to do a lot. So, it's like, this is like another job, too, which can be a lot sometimes, especially editing sometimes, because I'd be so frustrated, like, yeah, I'm about to quit, it's about to be done, this video ain't about to go up, ow, whatever. But, like, you just have to have that solid support system. Like, if that's really the key to everything. Have a solid support system. That's really how, because they'll understand. If you can't go out this night, bro, I got school in the morning, like, I can't do it, I got an assignment due at 11:59 tomorrow, sis, like, I can't. So they're the only people that really will understand. My second bullet is make sure you make time for people. Like, yeah, you got school and you got work, but you also need to make time. Like, you just can't be stuck on work and school, because that will literally blow your mind off. Like, there's times where I've been stuck on school and only working, and I swear, like, me breaking down, I broke down like so many times just because I was focused on school, focused on work, how I'm gonna get this done, what am I doing? Like, you just can't be focused. You do need time for some playtime. Like, it's not even, like, you definitely need time to, like, go out, get fresh air, go in a new environment, make time for people. Like, even if you're going to school, going to work, make sure even if you gotta write it in your planner or your calendar, make sure you make time for your people. Set an appointment, like, oh, sis, let's go get our nails done tomorrow or next week. Sis, let's go to lunch. Boo, let's go to dinner. Something like that. It's simple. Just make time for people. And like me, I ain't gonna lie, there's time where I had a lot of free time, and like, I didn't want to go out, but that's not the way to move either. Like, you have to have that space where you could just have fun, live a little, Yeah, so live a little, yeah. Third point I want to get to is keep yourself on a tight schedule. I'm not saying keep it super tight, but keep yourself on a tight schedule. Like I said, especially right now, everybody's on online classes. Me personally, I don't like online classes, and I'm really trying to take everything in. I already took everything in, but being that all my classes was damn near online and in class, it was like the transfer was really easy for me. So right now, I feel like keeping yourself on a tight schedule might be easier. Like, I try to, like, when I wake up, I be like, all right, I woke up at this time, I'll do my work for like an hour, take a break, do whatever, go back to it for like, there's times where I go do my work for like a couple hours, because I'll do this class and I'll do another class, then I'll be done for the day. Then I got the rest of the time to myself. Or either right now, you really can't go nowhere, so I'll be like, all right, let me call my mom, let me call my grandma, make sure everybody okay, let me call my friends, whatever. Being that we really can't do nothing and go nowhere, let me make sure everybody's cool. Let me have these conversations. So it's like, keep yourself on a tight schedule. Make sure, and if you are still working right now, make sure you stay safe, for one. Make sure you have your assignments done at least, or start them. Go to work, do what you gotta do, and if you can't take your school work to work, I say do it. Like, cause that could knock a lot off too. And you can go home, drink your little wine, do what you gotta do, right? So just keep yourself on a schedule. Like, wake up, do your morning routine, if you're in that mood to do your schoolwork, I say do your schoolwork, or at least start the assignment, take your little break, and come back to it. But don't make that break too long. So just keep yourself on a schedule. Like keep yourself on a schedule, like calling people, like, oh Siri, make this. Let me call mom at 3:12 or something like that. Like just make sure you're making your time for yourself, your work, and your family and friends. Like just keep yourself on that tight schedule and make sure you get everything done in the process. Another bullet, school and work is important, but also playing with friends, is which I already talked about. Like school and work can take a toll on you. There's times where I'm like, yo, I can't do this no more. Like I need a drink. I need to vent to somebody. Like, yo, you want to go out for some drinks, sis, or something? Because like I feel like everybody needs that, especially like when like you feel like the whole freaking world's on your shoulders. Like, bruh, plan those times with your friends, cause everybody needs it. Okay, like it's just like I'm a planner. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I have a whole planner and stuff. Like so, I will plan dates and nail appointments and stuff like that. And like it's just needed. Like it's fun to like, oh, like especially if you ain't see your friend in a while, and it's just like, yo, let's go on a nail date, and you just vent into them, and it's just like all this weight is lifted off your shoulders. Like I didn't talk about school, I didn't talk about work, I didn't talk about other things. Like it just feels like it feels good. So yeah. Number 5, make sure you start or finish an assignment before going out. I already spoke on that. So cause that's easier for me. So I know like, all right, I made it to this point. I know what else I gotta do, and I could do that. Make sure I go like tonight, you know, don't get too crazy, and I can go finish my assignment or whatever. Because me personally, I'm usually the person that will get an assignment done. Like I have an 8-page paper due on April 12th. Did I start it yet? Yes. Did I write a lot about it? No. But I already know what I'm talking about it. I know my topic. I've been doing my research about it, and me writing papers is like easy for me. So it's like I can knock this 8-page paper within a couple of days, and it's double spaced. So y'all know, us college students know it's easy, right? Depending on the topic. But yeah, so just make sure your assignments is done or halfway through. So like when you come back home or whatever the case may be, and you get back to, you already know what point you're at and stuff like that. Like I'm reading this one book for my diverse population class, and like I'll stop, like, and I gotta read like 2 chapters, like the assignments. So like I'll like, if I start the chapter, I'll stop like maybe mid chapter or like halfway through the chapter, take a break, then go back and finish the chapter and read the second chapter. That's just easier for me to chunk down like that, because I know what I got left, what I gotta do, and what my assignment's on. So like I said, either finish your project or assignment before you go out. That's easier for me. Hopefully that can be a tip for you. Next, going to school and work can be hard, but make sure you keep up with your assignments so you don't have to worry. Keeping up with your assignments is so freaking important. Like literally, please keep up with your assignments. And I'm not saying this for you, I'm saying this for myself too, because as soon as I like have one assignment missing, it's like you have 20 assignments missing. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Just like if you miss one class, it feel like you miss 20 of them classes. Like, so please keep up with your assignments. Like right now in my diverse population class, I'm backed up on like one assignment, and I feel like I'm just running a race right now to catch up. But keep up with your assignments. I don't care if they're due next month. Okay, make sure you either ahead of the game or you're right there. Like, please keep up with your assignments, because that's the advice I need to take for myself. Like, I need to keep up with my assignments. And like being an online student right now, it's like you have to be more dependent on yourself, and it can get kind of hard. Like if you're not like usually like an online student like myself, it can be hard, because like you went from going to class every day, interacting with people every day, to now you're at home by yourself. Well, not by yourself, but you're at home with your laptop, with your books or whatever, and you have to depend on yourself to do this assignment like right now. So it's like you have to be dependent on yourself. That's why I say you got to make a tight schedule for yourself, like I have to do, like literally, and just make sure you get these assignments done and stay on your assignments. Especially right now, stay on your assignments. either be ahead of the game or be on top of the game. Stay on your assignments, please. Now, these are some great tips that I hope helps you on how juggling school, work, and have a social life. Like I said, right now, my social life is just like being around my family. I'm trying to play like games and stuff and make sure like I FaceTime a couple of my friends or family, make sure they're okay. And juggling school and work is just like, make sure, like I said, make sure you stay on your assignments and work. Sometimes you can take your school stuff to work, sometimes you can't, but if you can, take the advantage and try to get that work done. So I hope these tips help you guys. I really enjoyed making this video. Like I said, this is Small Talk episode 4. Comment down below more topics or discussions y'all would like me to talk about, because I'm feeling good about this. And yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Bitch, this is the mafia. I don't play no games, I let that go aim.